Good morning, guys. This is Kenzo Xtrahot Forex. So let's go straight to our daily analysis, guys. Today is Tuesday. It's Tuesday, and it seems like you know what? The market is seriously, yeah, the market is seriously like needs that boost. Actually, we just have to wait for tomorrow. But I saw yesterday the market was trying to respect. I'm talking about NASDAQ, US30, GERMAN40, France 40, all the indices. They were trying to recover, but now I see that the market is dropping again. That is the biggest sell-off that we ever had since 2020 March, February. That you understand what I'm talking about. So it means it's a good opportunity for us if the market is going to recover, like maybe tomorrow. We don't know, but it's possible that the market can have this issue for some time now. So we need to have a plan. We need you to have a plan because that is a crash, and if they're going to increase the rate, that is going to be like some seriously bad news for indices. But slowly they can still recover. That's what. That's what I see, or that's what I'm thinking. So don't forget to smash that subscribe button, guys. Don't forget that I have signal indicator system, which is very powerful, 85% plus accuracy of the signals. It's only $20, and guys, the robot, which is very powerful also, it's $100 only. You just plug and forget, and it will just do anything for you, everything for you. It will take profit, it will place those orders, it will place the stop loss, and everything. So let me know. Check my description or check my intro. You will see my contacts where you can just WhatsApp me or telegram me. So let's go straight to our analysis. As we start with US oil, guys, US oil I think is trying to go a little bit lower. You can see that. Let me just reduce this again. You can see that we have a very nice bullish momentum here, but the market seems like it's no longer respecting that. You can see that. You can even draw that maybe if you want, but we can see that this thing actually is now going to the lower side. See here, it was a resistance actually. Now what we see is the market is now trying to go to the lowest side. So it means if it does do that, we have a very nice support around this area. So I think it's a very good time to sell US oil, right? I think it's a very good time to sell US oil. But at the moment, I also see something like a support. Do you see this area? So let's say if you want to sell now, let's break that. Then once we get out of that, it's where we're going to do it. We're going to say now it's time to sell. Or maybe the market will just keep pushing up again. But we'll be watching. We will be watching. We will be watching. But at the moment, what I think the market is going to create that sell momentum. I think it's been like seriously buying. I think maybe the market might create something like this going to the lower side. I don't think maybe there's much that I can add on this thing. US oil, I think it was overbought, obviously. So I think it's time for it to reject, to retest, or to come a little bit lower before we see another push. That's how the market moves. So I hope you see the bigger picture, guys. So let's move to the next one. I don't want to waste your time. I think this chair is a bit higher. Yeah, yeah, I think now it's much better. So now we are on we are on gold. So we can see that the gold is still struggling to break, or is still struggling to go to the upside. So what we can do, we can just check this on a daily time frame and see what's really happening. If you still remember, let me take this to here. If you still remember, guys, you remember that we still have that resistance, which is around this area, and we see that the market actually reached that, or is very, very close to that area. Do you see that? You can see that, obviously. You can see that we are very, very close to this area here. to this area here. So which means the market might touch here and push to the lower side, push here to the lower side. Actually, we reached a very strongest resistance. So we might see the market pushing to the lower side, especially tomorrow. Remember this, especially tomorrow with Fed interest rates. Mostly the market will respect these areas. It doesn't matter whether it's economic news or fundamentals, whatever. The market mostly respect technical analysis, and we see this. The market respected this area for some time now. We will see a very nice sell-off going to the lower side, but we also have a something like a support here, which is a support obviously, but that I don't think is quite stronger like our resistance. I don't think it's very strong like our resistance. I think the market might give us some very strong sell-off and break this area and keep doing something like that. Then it will come back again, create something like that. Simple as that. I don't think maybe the market will respect this area, especially tomorrow, because dollar might be very strong tomorrow. If they increase those interest rate, we might see the market getting very, very strong. I hope you will see that. I hope you can check that on your Forex Factory calendar or investing.com, where you can get those fundamentals or economic news. But it's also possible that the market might break this resistance, and then we will see gold starting to go back to its highest high, because we can see that since the market reached this area, the market never came back around that. I think it was like 2060, you can see around this area, 2060. So I think the market is going to come back there if we see a breakout, but it will take time to reach there obviously. But don't forget that gold can also go crazy, so it can reach there very quickly. I hope you understand that, guys. I hope you understand that. Please, 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 please don't forget to smash that subscribe button, guys. Let's make sure the channel is growing. So what do we see, guys? Now we are on a GERMAN30 or GERMAN40. This is a daily time frame. I think even if I take it to a 4-hour time frame, you're still going to see similar stuff. So what we see is the market actually yesterday gave us something. This is a clue, and I like that, because the market reached this area. Then guess what? The market bounced back. And you can see even now the market is crazily selling off. You can see I'm on a daily time frame, but you can see how this thing it's moving. So it means now the market is again selling off again. So, but with this area, we can see there's a wick there. It means there's possibility that the market might come back here and respect this area and push to the upside. Why? Because the market has been selling, guys. The market has been selling. I think the market might come around this area, respect this area, before we see another push. Why? Look at what happened here. Look at what happened here. Look at what happened around this area. That might give us a clue that, okay, even if we see this type of a sell-off, the market might recover quickly from that area. And it's going to be a very, very good buy, a very great buy if we get the market around these zones here. But there's possibility that the market might still break this area and sell off, because the market is like seriously breaking all these records. But I think on GERMAN30 or GERMAN40, at least we did not see that going crazy. I think the market really, it's not like selling off like NASDAQ or US30. The market is like doing that very, very slowly. I hope you see what I'm trying to say here. I don't think maybe you're going to see a different story here. I think people who made some cash is people who sold around these areas. And whenever, as long as they sold, I think that they made something. So I see that the market might give us another opportunity around this area and we can buy from that. It's possible that the market might break this area. Then we will see the market pushing to the lower side, which will create a very strong sell-off that we ever saw. So which means I don't know. We don't have a very nice support area. Maybe we can say around this area. If we see that broken out, if the market is going to break that out, we will see the market maybe reaching this area. It's possible. It's possible. So let's move to the next one. When you see the market selling like this, just know that even the US30s, the NASDAQs, they are all selling. They are all selling. You see. So yeah, let's move to the next one. So you see what what I was trying to show you here. Even US30, it's recovering the loss. That buy that happened yesterday, I think the US30 is going back to that again. This is what is happening on GERMAN30 or GERMAN40. You see, we had a very nice buy, then the market is coming back again. Maybe the market is going to pay respect on that, or maybe we're going to go below that. We don't know. But let's try to draw from this area. You can see. But around this area, we have so many candlesticks, which they sometimes even confuse. Do you see here? Even if I can remove this. Do you see we have so many candlesticks which respected that area? You can see here. So I expect maybe the market to come here, maybe to push up again. But what about this week here? I don't really know much about that because we have only one area here. Maybe the market might come back again from that area and try to push to the upside. But what we can do is, it's better to wait, guys. The market, you can see, actually this on USDT is still normal because the market did reach that before. We can see here the market is now coming back. Even here you can see the market is doing the same thing. But what we saw on NASDAQ is a different story. So but at the moment, what I can advise people is, you see, if you want to buy around this area, don't just jump on that. Make sure maybe you just make a buy pending order. If the market is going to come back, it will find your order there. You can keep adjusting that if the market is it keeps going lower. Why you don't sell there? Because you can't sell where the market is very close to the support area. The market might bounce back very quickly, very, very quickly. I hope you understand that. So I don't see any buy or any sell opportunity unless if the market is going to break this area that we call as our support. Then maybe the market might keep going lower like that. But let's see if maybe we will find a support. I don't think we will find any support. We will be forcing the market actually, unless if we can say, let's use the same area as where the market reached yesterday, and then after we go to a bit smaller time frame, maybe we will find something like that. Something like that. You see that? So, but it's way too difficult to say that it's a very nice support. It's not a very nice support. And again, to buy again, we can say, if maybe you don't want to buy around this support area, you can just wait for the market. You can do something like this. Something like this. And you say what? If the market is going to break that area, it's where I'm going to do what? It's where I'm going to buy, because the market, it shows us that it's on a very strong bearish momentum. You can see once it touches here, the market, it's just selling off. So it means if the market is going to break this area, we can say, you know what, maybe the market is no longer under the bearish momentum, then it will be our time to do what? To buy. But we will see that during the day. At the moment, I don't see anything happening. It seems like the market is still respecting the area and is still pushing to the lower side. Simple as that. So let's go to NASDAQ 100. We can see that also NASDAQ is still also selling off, which we used to this now. It's been like selling ever since, I think since December, guys. This thing has been like selling. We now used to this, and this is not something that used to happen on NASDAQ. So what do we see? We see that the market yesterday reached an area. Let me just use 1 hour so that you see the bigger picture. The market reached an area where there's nothing that we can say maybe the market is going to be like a support area when we look to our left. But this sell-off might be maybe, I think maybe this might give us a clue that maybe that area is going to be our next support. That's why I highlighted this area. You can see this area. If the market is going to come back again, maybe we might expect the market to bounce here to go up again. What I'm thinking is, since those news are going to happen tomorrow, I'm expecting the market just to consolidate around this area, because look at this resistance area here. Actually, they can just make a very nice wedge. If we can call that a wedge, it means the market might move between these areas, and if it does, then yeah, maybe tomorrow is where we're going to see a bigger move. It's where we're going to see a bigger move. And again, we can see that if, let me just use a bit smaller time frame, again we see that we had this thing as a resistant. Again, it created this type of a move. Now the market broke out of that, and when the market comes back, we see that the market is actually respecting this area. Maybe it's respecting this resistance. Maybe we will see the market pushing up. But remember, we also have a resistance here. So the best thing that I tell my student is, please guys, let's wait for that Fed interest rates to be like those figures to be released. Then after anything that happens, it's at least we're no longer going to have that pressure instantly, because now when you go on the news, it's all about Fed interest rates, inflation, Fed interest rates. So we want that to pass, and we want to see how the market is going to react from that. Then from that is where we're going to take, maybe we're going to see if the market is going to break this area. If the market is going to keep selling, then we're going to take decision from there. And from this area, or from this point, it's where we're going to say, now the market is on a bearish momentum or bearish trend. Now we can sell it, because it means we're no longer under that bullish momentum, and already we've been not under that. So it means now the market is changing the trend. It's possible that this thing can sell like for 2 months, 3 months before we can see a nice recovery. It's possible. This thing happened a few years ago. If you go back, you will see this thing did sell like for 6 months, not like sell straight like that, but you can see the trend on a bigger time frame that this thing was actually selling. Simple as that. So please don't complicate things, guys. If you want to be in the group, you know what to do. Firstly, smash that subscribe button, like, share with your friends. If you want to be in the group VIP signals, it's $20. WhatsApp me, it's only $20. If you want the robot, it's $100 only. This is Kenzo, Xtrahot Forex. Bam. Oh.